Welcome back, dear viewers, and in this segment of the program we will talk about the performance of the tourism sector here in Egypt as we are approaching the summer season, and we are delighted to be joined here in the studio by Mr. Rimon, tourism expert. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
So let's start by a general question, which is how do you see the performance of the tourism sector at this stage?
If we talk about this situation and the conflict which have been happening now in the Middle East affected the global performance.
Yes.
Tourism for sure, economic situation have been affected, tourism have been affected, many industries have been affected, but for the tourism we have two sides. The sides of the traveling, which is the air flight traveling, had been affected especially for many reasons. Many routes have been changed, especially the long haul, and long haul in tourism means the traveler who travel more than 6 hours. The Far East who are traveling to the area, the half area of the world, had been affected because the route is changed, so the number of hours have been increased. Number two, the fuel had been increased, so affected the prices of the tickets.
Yes. This is in general.
In general, I'm talking about the general situation for
the whole world now.
And for sure this will affect anyone is traveling. This number one, the flights. The number two, the who are traveling to destinations which are in the core of the issue, which is area of UAE and
the Gulf area.
Yeah, the Gulf area had been affected a lot because they have some concerns about traveling to the area. On other side, Europe, if we say the effect on Egypt, I see we have a very positive figures nowadays. If we check Hurghada, Cairo, Luxor, and Aswan, you will find that the hotels are full, more than 80 to 90% occupancy. A reason behind that we are we have generation and multinationalities who are focusing in our destinations. The variety of nationalities who are working with us give us the strengths in such situations, especially that most of our business is short to hold. Short to hold, that it's coming from Europe.
I see now that many tourists are directed to Egypt after this unrest in some of the countries, and this might give a good sign. And also the U.S. Department of State has said that Egypt has been listed among the safer destinations in the region.
You raised a very good point.
Yes.
When this happened in the area, Egypt hasn't any single, you know, that emphasis sometimes they said that this is a safe destination, this is not a safe destination, but Egypt is the only one they said that it's a secure destination because it's out of all of this stuff, and this gives a confidence for the traveler to come to Egypt. And as I told you earlier, that the safety is very important for the clients, and as the destination is away from the geo area where it's happening this conflict, we haven't been affected as a demand. This number one. This number two, the confidence of the destination for security is always there because always Egypt is safe.
Yes.
If we see all the incidents happened surround us, it didn't affect our figures. If you see last year there was a conflict which happened between Israeli and Palestinian, and we have the best performance for Egypt.
Egypt was not affected, though it was closer to Egypt.
Yeah, 18 million clients, and this was the highest numbers we got for the last years.
Yes. So, sir, also, how can we open new markets for Egyptian tourism in the coming period? And do we need to do that? Always
we need to have more clients from different destinations because it's healthy for the tourism, especially that now we have 8 billion people living in the world, and our share is only 18 million, and we are approaching 30 million. Mainly we have new destinations and new markets that we need to approach, like the Asian, because there is still a huge opportunity there. Also Africa, there is a huge opportunity, especially in Africa. There is a lot of countries who have a very good performing economy, like South Africa and Nigeria, and they are ranked, they are the top two all over Africa. Africa, so they have wealthy people who can travel to Egypt. Especially Egypt will be a good destination for them for the different type of tourism. The health tourism, because it's very important for them because they are traveling worldwide to have health
So
care.
do you think that Egypt now is paying more attention to health tourism and it's attracting more tourists in this field?
We are focusing on this because we are in a good position in that area, especially the weather, especially in health tourism. There is a different areas where we are well known for it, like the skin, the heart. Now you know that we do have one of the most important hospitals in the world in heart, especially Sir Magdi Yaoub have a good reputation.
Yes, talking about health tourism, we see that there's a national digital platform is to be launched to organize health tourism services and make it more easy for tourists to come and browse for a good place.
You are absolutely correct, and we have now a full communication with all the insurance companies because you know that when it comes to medical, most of the countries they have all the citizens have their own insurance, and we have a relationship with all the insurance companies, and we are certified to use this. The clients can use his insurance, so this facilitates the clients to come and enjoying the health and any kind of surgery, yes, here, and the insurance is covering them.
Yes. Now, dear viewers, we're going to watch this report on the impact of the war on global tourism.
The escalating conflict in the Middle East has dealt a staggering blow to two of the region's most vital economic engines, tourism and aviation. What began as a localized crisis has rapidly morphed into a regional catastrophe, paralyzing international travel and erasing years of post-pandemic growth in a matter of days. The tourism sector is currently facing an existential threat, with an estimated daily revenue loss of $600 million US. The financial impact is unprecedented. Projections indicate a potential drop in arrivals up to 27%, representing a loss of nearly 38 million visitors. This downturn is not limited to the immediate zones of conflict. Major tourism hubs like Dubai have seen tens of thousands of rental bookings vanished overnight. As security concerns mount, the global search for safety has redirected travelers towards Western Europe, leaving the Middle East's luxury resorts and historic sites empty. The region's role as a global crossroads for air navigation has been severely compromised. Within the first 4 hours of the escalation, over 5,000 flights were cancelled, leaving nearly 4 million passengers stranded. The closure of key airspaces has forced major carriers to abandon efficient flight paths in favor of lengthy, costly detour. These disruptions have affected the big three hubs, Dubai, Doha, and Abu Dhabi, which many travelers now view as volatile transit points rather than stable gateways. The impact of the war extends beyond the immediate logistics and balance sheets. The region's hard-won reputation as a safe world-class destination has been deeply tarnished. Even if a ceasefire was reached, the tourism and aviation industries face a grueling recovery process. The psychological barrier created by the conflict will likely depress travel demand and increase insurance premiums for years to come, fundamentally altering the landscape of global mobility.
Welcome back, and we are still hosting Mr. Rimon Naguib, tourism expert. So, sir, also one of the good news that happened in the tourism sector is Egypt being declared one of the best tourist destinations in the conference of Kazakhstan conference for the year 2026. So, how do you see this?
Actually, Kazakhstan is one of the top 5 markets for Sharm el-Sheikh.
Yes.
And recently they started an operation to the north coast, and they they have a lot of flights weekly. Egypt now is one of the most important destinations for them. It's ranked. Reason behind that they choose us because they have a yearly increase year over year in demand for Egypt, especially this type of clientele is like the beach, and our beach is very special for them.
Yes, so sir, also if we talk about the summer season, and what are the preparations taking place now for the summer?
Actually, in general, summer it means families, and families always traveling as of mid of June till mid of September.
Yes.
We have a very good season. Normally, Egypt have a very good season in summer for the last couple of years, and I expected this year will have an extensive demand. Reason behind that, the situation happened in the GCC will increase the demand from the Arab area to Egypt, especially after this war. They'd like to relax, they'd like to have a safe place to stay in, value for money, and also the good reputation for Egypt during the last years in matter of the different destination, different activities we do, and even the country had enhanced the services, have a very positive we'll call image for destination, so this will attract a lot of GCC clients. On other hand, the Europeans, as a lot of business have been shifted from different destinations, the cost of traveling is increasing, so Egypt is very close to the Europeans, so the cost will be less than traveling long haul trips, so Egypt will be a good alternative for them.
Also, sir, to what extent the aviation, connectivity and travel logistics have changed in the past month, and how have airspace closures, flight rerouting and insurance costs affected tourism in the past period?
As I told you earlier, that there is a lot of routes have been changed.
Yes.
And the good thing that Egypt now is a hub for many flights and and many companies, because they used to use Dubai and Qatar and different destinations in the GCC, and now they changed their allocation and hub to Egypt, and this give a benefit to Egypt that there is a high traffic to Egypt more than before.
So, sir, also if we talk about the Grand Egyptian Museum now, and what are your expectations for the summer, also as we can expect many tourists to come and visit the Grand Egyptian Museum as a top destination now in Egypt?
Actually, the Grand Museum now create a high demand to the destination, because the focus since the event happened in last November increased the demand for the destination. A lot of hotels are opening, a lot of investment have been done, and still there is more investments is going on the ground for this place. We see a huge demand and increase in number of clients who are coming to this destination. Even the hotel is almost full during all the period. Many clients who didn't visit Egypt before, coming especially to see the Grand Museum, the first biggest museum in the world for one nation, and people who visited Egypt before, they come again to see this amazing museum.
So, sir, also the Central Bank of Egypt announced that tourism revenues climbed by 17.3% during the first half of 2025-2026 fiscal year, reaching approximately $10.2 billion compared to roughly $8.7 billion during the same period last year. Now, we can see that there is an increase in the tourism revenues. So, what are the efforts exerted by the Ministry of Tourism in the past period to make it more attractive to tourists?
I need to highlight these numbers only for half year, not a full year.
Yes.
Because there is a double numbers of this.
They are doubled, yes.
Yes. Ministry of Tourism actually during the last 2 years, they have changed their strategy of approaching the clients. They now doing direct B2C campaigns, because before they used to work only on B2B. Now the focus in B2C, and the B2C always via social media is a very important channels for approaching the clients. During even the last period, we have live streams happened by the clients themselves, and this was coordinated by the Ministry of Tourism to say Egypt is safe, to say that our hotels are full, that the destination is a normal situation. So social media played a lot of role and they use it in a very good direction. On the other side, we are now in most of the events and exhibitions happen worldwide in tourism exhibition, and we have a very good position. Even in the last WTM, which is happened in London, this one of the top 2 exhibitions in the world, we got the best exhibitor because our stand was
the pavilion, amazing. The Egyptian pavilion,
was the best. They got the awards, the best structure and the look and feel. So we are on the right track, and actually I thank you, the Minister of Tourism and all the people working with that, because they are supporting the tourism in a very positive way.
Also, one of the main achievements also of the Ministry of Tourism is trying to transform the Red Sea city of Sharm el-Sheikh into leading green tourism destination, as officials reviewed progress of the Green Sharm project aimed at cutting emissions and protecting biodiversity and promoting sustainable development. How do you see the importance of this project, and to what extent it will make it more attractive to tourists?
You know that most of the Europeans now and most of the world are talking about nature, and anyone before he's traveling is checking if the destination is a green destination, and this one of the
they have this awareness now.
Yes, and they choose a destination subject if it's green or not. Putting us as a green destination, this will increase the demand for the destination, will help the nature, and also this will increase the prices, because the clients who are going for this destination are paying more to make the world more safe.
So, sir, also if we talk about promoting for the discoveries that every day we find a new historical discovery, how can we promote for all these discoveries? Actually,
we have a lot of treasures still. We would like to dig in it and start to show it to the world, because we have a great history. In my opinion, that the virtual reality is very important. To use it when we do such events, because we need a lot of people to come and check and be alive. So inviting the embassies, ambassadors, inviting the presidents, celebrities, this will give us a great exposure worldwide in social media and in media.
So, sir, as you are working now in the tourism sector, what are the challenges that still face this sector and need to be addressed by the ministry?
It's all about people. We need to attract more people to work in this industry. You know that every year we have increase in demand, so we need more people to work. We need to train more, to educate them, to train them. Egypt have one of the best employees worldwide, because we are talented. We are service oriented. The only thing that we need to train more, attract more to the industry.
Yes. Finally, I'd like to thank you, Mr. Rimon, Naguib, tourism expert. Thank you for being with us. And by that, dear viewers, we come to the end of today's edition of the Breakfast Show. Thank you for watching.